News Weekend Edition.
Good morning. I'm Taylor Upchurch. Today is Sunday, February 24th. The rain is over, but the threats are far from over. We continue to see high water issues, road closings, and even power outages. We still have some active weather advisories and warnings. I'm joined by meteorologist Kelly McShane this morning. Kelly?
Well, Taylor, we have certainly had an active last 48 hours, even an active last week. However, that action as far as the rainfall goes is starting to come to an end. A few sprinkles out there. However, even though pinpoint Doppler is showing up fairly clean this morning, we are still looking at those threats to continue. Plenty of flood warnings near those rivers still in effect. You can see outlined in green on pinpoint Doppler. We also have a wind advisory that's in effect until 7 o'clock this evening. Now the threat here is that we have very saturated grounds. We have plenty of trees out there. It won't take much, maybe a 35 to 45 mile per hour gust to knock some of those weaker trees over. Travel forecast, we will see the sunshine. However, we still have hazardous roads this morning, and then heading into your afternoon it will be a little bit better. However, use very much caution on the roads today. If you don't have to travel, I would suggest staying at home for today. Your weather headlines: the rain is finally coming to an end. We do have that wind advisory we're monitoring, and we will see some more sunshine in the next couple of days. Taylor, I'll have that full forecast in just a little bit.
Thank you, Kelly. Multiple eastern Kentucky counties are in states of emergency. These counties include Magoffin, Martin, Wolfe, Jackson, Johnson, Letcher, and Knott counties. We will keep you updated on WYMT.com. And we have several roads closed this morning across eastern Kentucky. In Lee County, Kentucky 11 in Beattyville is closed to traffic. Mountain Parkway in Magoffin County near mile marker 66 is now back open. We will have more information on various road closings throughout this newscast. We also have a full list on WYMT.com. And mud and rock slides are flooding, and they are not the only issues eastern Kentucky is facing. Power outages are scattered all across the region this morning, and Kentucky Power has reported 1,024 customer outages in the state. In both Floyd and Pike County, more than 250 customers are now without power, and more than 100 outages are found in both Johnson and Lawrence counties. And Paintsville Utilities is reporting multiple line breaks countywide overnight. Water levels in the tanks are dropping. County customers could experience decreased water pressure and even possible outages. And as the region experienced heavy rainfall, water began moving into a Magoffin County nursing home. Those who live there were bused to a nearby middle school as a safety precaution. WYMT's Marianne Fletcher has the details.
As the rain fell and water levels began to rise, emergency management officials started evacuating those who live in the Salyersville Nursing and Rehabilitation Center.
We're bringing approximately 120 residents up here to the middle school. We wanted to take them to the high school, but that has been surrounded by water.
Magoffin County Judge Executive Matthew Wireman says emergency management used school buses to take those who live in the center to Harold Whitaker Middle School after water started to get into the building.
And with the water continuing to rise, they felt it was best that they go ahead and get them moved out now. Obviously, flood waters are not very sanitary, and they didn't need the nursing home residents exposed to those elements.
Around 10 o'clock Saturday night, Wireman declared a state of emergency.
Obviously, what they always say, turn around, don't drown. We've had some instances of some folks that have had to take alternate routes because of a mudslide at mile marker 66 on the Mountain Parkway.
And now multiple people are lending a helping hand to help the process move smoothly.
We got volunteer firefighters here. We've got the rescue squad. We've got the general public. I've been on the phone with our local hardware stores, and those folks are willing to come out and bring whatever supplies we need.
Wireman says he is thankful for those who have helped out in this community. In Magoffin County, Marianne Fletcher, WYMT Mountain News.
If you have a loved one who stays at the Salyersville Nursing Home and Rehabilitation Center, you can call 606-349-6181 to check on them. And near the Magoffin line in Floyd County, the Middle Creek Fire Department rescued an elderly couple from their home. Officials say during a flash flood, it is important to monitor water levels around your home. As floodwaters quickly begin rising, the couple was not aware how high the water was. The fire department used a rope to guide them to the nearby road. And Lake Cumberland broke a record late last night, raising to its highest pool level ever. The old record, 751.69 feet. At 9:55 last night, levels climbed to 751.7 feet. And currently, Wolf Creek Dam is spilling out water at a rate of more than 36,000 cubic feet per second. That will be increased gradually to 45,000 cubic feet per second early this week. The largest amount of water ever released was in January of 1974. And the Kentucky River at Ravenna is one of the many rivers still on the rise. Just take a look at this. Water levels are reaching incredibly high levels. Here is drone footage sent in from WYMT viewer Freeman Kelly. This video was taken yesterday. The aerial view reveals high water, and by this morning, the river levels are even higher. The Kentucky River at Ravenna is expected to crest in moderate level tomorrow morning. And this view is just absolutely incredible. And of course, we want to thank all of our viewers who have contributed to our flood coverage this morning. And crews are dealing with mud and rock slides across the mountains, including several in Pike County. Officials know there will be more to come. In Pikeville, Public Safety Director Paul Maynard says city crews do everything they can to help get the roads back open as soon as possible after a slide.
But our main goal on slides is, one, we want to make sure our workers are safe. If these slides are active, we may just have to babysit them for a few minutes and let that slide come in. But our main goal is to get the roadways open, make sure lives are not in danger, and get it done as quickly as possible.
The Kentucky Transportation Cabinet is reporting several active slides they are working on right now in several different counties. And also in Pike County, nearly 5 feet of mud is surrounding a couple's home. Randy Courtney and his wife, Delisa, say it started Wednesday. By Thursday, their house was surrounded by mud. They were worried it is going to get worse. And Randy says one slide on a mountain behind his home is the size of a double-wide trailer.
It's a good size slide. And if it keeps raining and it keeps, it may come off. And if it does, yeah, we're hurting.
Randy and Delisa have taken their dogs to a dry place where they can run outside. The couple says they are thankful for the outpour of help they have received. And in Raccoon Creek, also in Pike County, a mudslide has knocked out power to more than 260 homes. Crews work to cut down trees. Once that is done, Kentucky Power can come in and fix the lines. Once the lines are fixed, Transportation Cabinet District 12 workers will be on scene cleaning up the slide. It will take a while to be cleaned completely. Officials say please avoid the area if possible. And the more rain, the more mudslides. Letcher County officials say they have seen more than 30 slides in the past 12 days. WYMT's Lauren McCourt talked with county officials about how communities are being affected.
A story all too familiar in the past 2 weeks for Eastern Kentucky.
February 12th, about 5 p.m., we had a massive slide in the Ulvey community.
And this was just one of many.
We have heard of or worked 35 slides.
Deputy Judge Jason Back says it's not only the county roads that are taking the hard hit.
We've got numerous slides on the state level, the city level, as well as us on the county level.
But all they can do right now is clear a path.
We just simply can't fix them until it dries up.
Back says they have crews working day and night since the slide started.
We're doing everything that we can possibly do with the manpower, the equipment we have, but we just cannot work this mud.
But it is beginning to take a financial toll.
It's almost more of a struggle than we can defeat with the equipment and the dollars we have available right now.
Even a small slide like this could easily cost up to $3,000 after labor and equipment fees.
Our guys is working a tremendous amount of hours right now.
With more rain on the way,
we can't beat Mother Nature.
They are trying their best to get their communities cleaned up. In Letcher County, Lauren McCourt, WYMT Mountain News.
Now, officials did say if you need to report a mudslide or road issue, you can give them a call. You can find their numbers on our website, WYMT.com. And crews are currently working on a mudslide in the Sandlit community. The slide happened on Thursday on top of Camp Branch Mountain. This is the second slide on the mountain this week. There is currently one lane of the road open for drivers to get through. And another slide we want to tell you about, this one in Whitley County. Crews say they were out trying to control traffic at the slide on Kentucky 92 East. They do not know when the road will be clear. And we have another traffic alert to pass along to you. Officials with Mingo County Emergency Management tell WYMT that old US 52 at US 119 in Williamson is shut down due to a mudslide. It's at the cut through at the west end going toward the car wash. We're told the road will be shut down until further notice, and officials are asking drivers to find a different route. And in Laurel County, the water from Laurel Lake was coming over the spillway. A lot of people are stopping to take pictures like this, but it's always good to make sure you keep your distance. As the water continues to rise, it will get deeper. And coming up on Mountain News this morning, the entire region is dealing with flooding, including Knoxville, Tennessee. We have your regional coverage. And later in sports, Kentucky basketball won in dominating fashion yesterday afternoon. We have those highlights coming up.
Even though we are no longer seeing rain, we are still seeing problems on the roads. I'll have that forecast coming up next.